everybody. My name is Chloe, and welcome to day 23 of VLOGMAS. So if you've not seen any of these videos, what I did is at the beginning of the year, asked my sister to pick out 24 books that made her think of me, or that she wanted me to read, or that she read and loved, or whatever the reason may be. Pick 24 books, wrap them up, and so now we will do a little unboxing, a little vlog of me reading this, a little blast from the past, although busting myself out. I think I do this every year, because I've done this 3 years in a row, and every year I have the goal of being done by the end of November. So then December is just editing. Well, I would love to even be edited by the end of November. But here it is, December 2nd, and I have 2 books left. So what's going on life-wise? I have started editing, obviously, because it's December 2nd, so you are seeing some of these videos. And I, at the beginning of the year, was so good about, like, vlogging and telling you about my life, at least. I feel like when we're out and about, like actually doing things that I would potentially vlog, I have my hands way too full to actually show you. So it's a lot of telling you about stuff. So sorry, and thank you guys for hanging with me, even though it's secondhand. But I've got 3 little kids, and so I don't even have enough hands for my children, let alone vlogging. But anywho, so then I've kind of like fallen off the tracks and just really have been telling you about the book. So in case you guys care, it is December 2nd. We are about to go. My oldest child plays basketball, and there's 2 more weeks left, I think. And so she has a game at 10:15. It's also championship weekend, so all the football championships are going on. So that is exciting. And yeah, it's like so foggy outside that my kids kind of thought it was snow. They didn't really know what was going on because it is very, very foggy. So, that's really everything. We've got just one kid in here today, so you may hear Etta, my little baby. She may be chatting here in a minute. But anyway, life-wise, everything pretty uneventful. My great friend. Also, this is like a PSA. If any of you guys want to gift your friends something, not necessarily for Christmas, but like if somebody's going through a hard time or whatever, one of my friends last fall, we had just brought the baby home from the NICU, and, life was chaos. I broke my ankle. We just had chaos here, and life was really hard last year. And she brought over, like, bags with probably 10 crafts for each of my 2 older children. And she has children that are the same age, so she really knew developmentally appropriate stuff that they could do pretty independently. And so she brought bags for each of them that had 10 crafts or however many crafts, and it kept them busy for hours, and they still, like, love it. And I went with that friend yesterday to a bookstore. And my kids are like, oh, you're going to see her? Can she please bring us bags? And I said, no, probably not. And lo and behold, she did. She brought them craft bags with like 4 different crafts. But you guys, it is the best blessing ever. So definitely something I never would have thought of to like give somebody, but it was very, very helpful. Anyway, so they're actually working on that, pretty occupied. That's what's going on life-wise with us. But so let's just open this 3 minutes later. Let's open this book and see what it is. I'm like kind of avoiding my December TBR just because it's big, and normally like the beginning of the month I'm gung-ho and ready to go. Not this month. Okay, I don't know what this is, but I see bright colors and that sounds nice. Here, baby, you want this? Okay, The Magic of Lemon Drop Pie. I have never heard of this, but it's blurbed by Debbie, Queen Debbie McComber. And it's Rachel Linden. Berkeley. How have I never heard of this? Have you guys heard of this? We've kind of been on a romance tear here if you've been watching the past couple days, but let's see what this is. So, an uplifting novel about a heartbroken young pie maker who is granted a magical second chance to live the life she did not choose, from the best-selling of The Enlightenment of Bees. Okay, I kind of like magical realism. There's a couple authors that do it really well. So let's see. Lolly Blanchard's, I love the name Lolly. I've never heard that name really. Lolly Blanchard's life only seems to give her lemons. 10 years ago, after her mother's tragic death, she broke up with her first love and abandoned her dream of opening a restaurant in order to keep her family's struggling Seattle diner afloat and care for her younger sister and grieving father. Now, a decade later, she dutifully whips up the diner's famous lemon meringue pies each morning while still pining for all she has lost. As Lolly's 33rd birthday approaches, her quirky great aunt gives her a mysterious gift, 3 lemon drops. drops, each of which allows her to live a single day in a life that might have been hers. Holy moly, this might be like a 5-star. What if her mom had not passed away? What if she had opened her own restaurant in England? What if she had not broken up with the only man she's ever loved? Surprising and empowering, each experience helps Lolly let go of her regrets and realize the key to transforming her life lies not in reading or redoing her past, but in having the courage to embrace her present. You guys, this sounds like something I need to stop and just read now. Drop everything. Not doing anything life related today. It's got short chapters. You guys, it's got relatively big font. This sounds really good. So I will let you know what I think, and I'll update you soon. Hey, so we are not going to be winning any lighting awards, but I'm sitting outside of Starbucks, and my husband and kids just went in to pick up my drink because it's triple star day, which is a big deal. Anyway, I am like halfway through this book and I am loving it. Like 5-star, loving it. However, it's taken me a long time to read because, not because I don't like it, but because I like want to be able to focus on it, and that's hard to do. And yesterday I had a procedure done that I've had done before, but it's like a big deal, and it's really uncomfortable. It's not a big deal, but so I've just had a hard time focusing. So I haven't picked it up a ton, but I'm loving it, and I will check in more later. Hey everyone, so another day of great car lighting, but today is the day of like doctors. We had my baby's 15-month appointment, even though she's like 16 months, and my big girls now have the dentist, but they're really like, it didn't make sense to go back and forth, so we're just kind of waiting, killing time. But so I finished this book, and I'm giving it like 4.5 stars. It is almost a 5-star. So this book, I can't even remember what I said, but it's about a woman named Lolly. She is in her 30s now, and like she was in her 20s and her mother died, and she gave up her dream of opening her own restaurant in London. She broke up with her first love, all of that, to stay at her family's restaurant and help her dad and do that. So she did that, and now 10 years later she's not really happy, and she's wondering what would have been. And so her aunt gives her these magical lemon drops, and when you eat one of the lemon drops, you can go back to a certain point in time and kind of explore what would have been. And the catch is you can only live there for one day. And so she goes back to see like if her mother wouldn't have died, or if her mother would have died and she, went ahead and went into London and did her own thing. And then she explores what would have happened if she did not break up with her first love. And you guys, when I was saying like I was choked up multiple times. I was choked up multiple times because just seeing the life she could have had, and not necessarily that her current life was bad, but just the what ifs and the roads not taken and the people that are in your life or not in your life. Like it is fascinating to me. So I loved it. The only reason it's not a 5-star is because the ending was a little bit neat, a little bit easy, a little bit hard to believe, and just a little too convenient. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I highly recommend it, and this was definitely a success. If you can tell, I've got 3 little monkeys right behind me, so we're going to get them into the dentist, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching.